Another glorious gathering. The world is a cacophony of madness out there. Yet here we are, sat safely in the harbour of good company and good beer. I so look forward to our meetings. You look a bit grim, Thomas. Have another elf-related nightmare, are we?
Well, I'm all right. Not sure about the elves, though. It's a matter of nomenclature and much more besides. The sheer weight of it all. The whole of Middle-earth, the languages, the law, the interlocking histories, and the publishers, they're clamouring. Not my text tomorrow, but one cannot simply conjure up a world. It must be grown. It takes time.
You are a perfectionist, Thomas. That's why I write my books much more quickly.
Grown from the seed of divine imagination, of course, a blend of myth and matter manifesting in the very being of your heroic, hairy-footed little men. Isn't that so, Owen?
It's a profound process. The slow unfolding evolution of consciousness through language. To name a thing, as you know, is to bring forth from the collective slumber of the ages.
And to name it poorly is a literary crime, most dreadful crime.
Nonsense. The naming is only half the fun. The other half is seeing the whole world come to life, as if a magic lantern has been lit in a dark room.
Yes. Has anybody brought anything to read this evening?
Jack, what about the Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe? We'd like to hear more of it.
Yes, indeed. Listen to this. They say Aslan is on the move. Perhaps he has already landed. And now, a very curious thing happened. None of the children knew who Aslan was, any more than you do. But the moment the beaver had spoken these words, everyone felt quite different. At the name of Aslan, each of the children felt something jump in its inside. Edmund felt a sensation of mysterious horror. Peter felt brave and adventurous. Susan felt as if some delicious smell floated by. And Lucy got the feeling you have when you wake up and realise it's the beginning of the holidays.
You have done something remarkable there, Jack. We've not met Aslan in the story yet, but here we are, longing to do so. The name alone lifts the spirit. Aslan, I like it.
That's really a myth, newly minted, but as old as the ages. The children don't know Aslan, but they somehow remember him, I think. Aslan involves a feeling, and it's different for each of them.
It's powerful, yes, it is. But I must confess, Jack, it just feels somehow too close to allegory. I see the lion, and I think, yes, that represents Christ. It's a bit too direct for my liking, but maybe that's just to do with my own faith.
He's not an allegory, he's a supposal. Suppose there were a world like Narnia with its talking beasts, and suppose the Son of God took on flesh there. What might he look like?
Yeah, but will children understand that? I'm not sure my four would. Though Christopher would enjoy reading the story. Sure.
The point is they feel it. That's the point. A child may not say, this lion is Christ, but they will say, this lion makes me feel brave.
Yes, if words make you feel, that is enough. You've captured the numinous. That's not something that demands understanding. It awakens it. I see you've dedicated the book to my daughter. I'm honoured.
That's it. I can't remember his name. But I'm thinking back to that bit you read us once before. The start of the story, where the wardrobes, the forest and the lamppost. And that odd little creature, was it?
Mr. Tumnus, the
Mr.
fawn.
Tubman, yeah. I can remember the umbrella, I can remember the parcels and brown paper. I can even remember the red scarf. And that's the wonderful bit. The umbrella, the brown paper parcels, the sheer sublime ordinariness of it all, clashing beautifully with the magical setting.
An umbrella, really, Jack, it just drains the moment of all its solemnity.
On the contrary, it makes it more real. The contrast is the very source of the charm. It's the thing a child would notice.
It bridges the gap, Tolkien. The common object as a point of entry into an enchanted world. Like the wardrobe, a testament to the continuity of experience, from the mundane to the mystical.
Yeah, I suppose so, I'll give you that. Just still not quite sure about the mythology of Narnia. But you're writing quite a few more Narnia stories, aren't you? How are they all going to fit into the big picture?
Well, what about your work, Alice? Have you brought more of your great tale, the elves again?
I have. It's not finished yet, but I can read a piece for you now if you wish. At the hill's foot, Frodo found Aragorn, standing still and silent as a tree, but in his hand was a small golden bloom of Elmore, and a light was in his eyes. He was wrapped in some fair memory, and as Frodo looked at him, he knew that he beheld things as they once had been in this same place. For the grim years were removed from the face of Aragorn, and he seemed clothed in white, a young lord, tall and fair, and he spoke words in the elvish tongue to one whom Frodo could not see. Returning out of his thought, he looked at Frodo and smiled. Here is the heart of Elvendom on earth, he said, and here my heart dwells ever, unless there is light beyond the dark road that we must still tread, you and I. Come with me.
Well, you didn't disappoint us with the elves.
I hope not.
I love your elves, really I do. But have you forgotten my book, Out of the Silent Planet? The key character, Dr. Elwin Ransom, his very name means elf friend. You have captured it again, that feeling, longing, the ache for a world just out of reach.
A sanctuary not untouched, but preserved forever. That inner place, we all long for it. And the idea of journey. We are all travellers after all on life's great journey. That's the thing.
A great description, Tollers. You've made time itself thin there. The present folds into the memory and myth, like a waking dream.
Lorien is meant to be that, an echo of the undying lands, but still part of this mortal world, a grace that cannot last.
That's what I think our stories have in common. It's more than just adventure or magic, but there's longing or sorrow. This sense that all joy is fleeting and must be acquired at a great cost.
That's because joy is always edged with sacrifice. Narnia cannot be freed without Aslan's death. Frodo cannot return unchanged from his journey.
Isn't that the very essence of the gospel in miniature? I mean, not just in narrative, but in structure. You know, death before resurrection, cost before glory.
But the glory must feel earned, not bestowed, otherwise the myth fails.
Unless the glory is a gift, unearned, unexpected, grace.
Yeah, but it should be told in such a way that the reader doesn't see it coming. It must feel like providence, not plot.
tales tell us in Middle-earth, grace hides behind trees and under cloaks. In yours, Jack, it roars aloud. Aslan roars.
Either way, it leads the soul home, which is where it's meant to be. The imagination you two have is just incredible. Perhaps we can hear some more of your book next week, Charles.
I'll be pleased to do so.
Let's drink a toast to lions and to Lords of the Ring.
To the stories that tell us more than facts do, and to the myths that await us.
To the word behind all words.
And to the mysterious world of the wardrobe, and to another week of fine company and goodwill.
Hear, hear.